Part of the original six, a group of teams together for 25 years, they play in the heart of the teeming nation's largest city, the New York Rangers. Good evening, everyone. Along with Eddie Olczyk, Mike Emmerich, game about to start here. What strikes you right at the outset that we should be watching?
Well, especially teams. Both these teams have a real good power play unit, a real good opportunity to move the puck around. So if you're going to take a penalty, it better be a good one. So specialty teams a big key in this game tonight.
What up, everybody? It is Rant. Welcome back. NHL 15 demo, literally what will be the last video, because this one's a bit of a rant against the lovely game company known as Electronic Arts, EA, a company that has been voted on probably numerous occasions as the worst gaming company year in and year out. For debacles such as, there's the whole Battlefield 4 thing, there's the whole Sim City thing, there's the fact that they're just littered with microtransactions, and now we look at this game, NHL 15 on next gen, or if you can even call it NHL 15, because it's not even really a complete game, so it's more like L15. Because if we look at the things that are not in this game. Actually, first we'll start with what is in NHL 15 for 360 and PS3. And what that is literally NHL 14. Oh, okay, don't know how that went in. But it's NHL 14. Minus Gary Thorne and Bill Clement. Add Doc Emmerich, Eddie Olczyk, and Ray Ferraro. That is it. It is literally the same exact game. Minus the commentary team. Now, if you go to next gen, oh boy, wait till next gen. What you have is no GM connected, no online team play, no EA Sports Hockey League, no EA Sports Arena, no online shootout, no Live the Life, no Be a Legend, no Winter Classic, no Battle for the Cup, no season mode, no 94 anniversary mode, which makes sense because it's not an anniversary anymore. Who cares? Why would, obviously that's not going to be in there. Oh, 21st anniversary. Like, no, that makes sense that it's not in there. But everything else, no. And I'm not even done with my list. And by my list, I mean the internet's list. I didn't come up with this list. Because that would just be ridiculous. How would I know all this? So, as I try and look down at the same time as playing a game, where was I? I was at... Oh, no custom music. Don't care about that. What else we got? No create a play. No create a team. You can't customize the AI. Don't know how that didn't go in. I'm stuck. Okay, that's great. Glad they didn't get rid of that. Why would they do anything? Yeah, take that, buddy. Alright, so now that period's over. No create a team. I'm pretty sure I said that. No way to edit individual players. Practice mode is literally just one skater versus the goalie. No custom camera. And in Be a GM, the yearly draft is automated, no matter what. You can't play the AHL games anymore. Players sent down to the minors don't get any stats for the season. There's no preseason games. But, who cares? I don't know about you. I don't care about preseason games. But there's no fantasy draft. And if you've been following my channel for the last 2 NHL games, I do fantasy draft for my Be a GM series. And guess what? Now I can't because there's no freaking fantasy draft. So now I just gotta pick a team, which is bullcrap. I don't want to do that. I want to pick a fantasy draft. That's one of the most fun parts of the game. In any sports game is doing freaking fantasy draft, and now that's not an option. In Be a Pro, now that we're done with the Be a GM part, there's no option to sim ahead when you go to the bench. You can only play in the NHL. You can't play in the minor leagues. The Memorial Cup tryout is gone. You now begin by picking an NHL team or by letting a random CPU team draft you and no All-Star game. Are you frigging kidding me? EA gives you 2 game modes, essentially. You can either do Be a GM and not do Fantasy Draft, or you can do Be a Pro and literally sit for the entire game Except for, like, the 15 minutes you're out there. The other 45, guess what? You're sitting and watching it happen from a terrible camera angle. That's going in. Oh, told you. And so you have Be a Pro, which is awful the way they have it. Be a GM, which is awful because there's no fantasy draft. Or you can play like online one-on-one. You can't do online team play. You can't do EA Sports Hockey League. That's it. That's all you have. You have head-to-head GM with no fantasy draft or an awful Live the Life, Be a Pro ripoff. That's it, and you're paying $60. Now, I'm going to be getting it because I can somewhat justify the fact that I can do Be a GM and, you know, I can live with no fantasy draft and I can make YouTube videos with it. The way it currently sits, I am not doing Be a Pro. There are tons of people that are not getting this game because there's no EA Sports Hockey League or online team play. And if they are getting it, they're getting it for last gen. In a fight. That was fun. But it's like, what the wow, I knocked him out. Like, what the hell are you doing, EA? You didn't have NHL for next gen last season. You kept it with last gen, with PS3 and Xbox 360. So you almost had 2 full years to get next gen hockey ready. And you didn't. You failed miserably. What you are releasing on Tuesday is an abomination of any game ever. Like, I almost wish NHL 2K was still a thing. And I hated that game. But the way you guys at EA are making these games now, especially with this, I wish they were around so you would actually have to give a damn. Because the effort you put into NHL 15 for PS4 and Xbox One is atrocious. And quite frankly, they should be ashamed. And if any of you are watching this, if you don't have a YouTube channel where you're making YouTube videos with NHL 15, don't buy the game. Do not buy it. Wait for it to be $5 freaking on Black Friday, and then you can get it. Show EA that it's not worth their bullcrap. Because what the hell was that? Because quite frankly, it's not. There's no. Well, I still don't know what that yellow was, but super weird. It's classless. It's a slap in the face to the NHL fans. And I can tell you this: if they dare claim that this is a winner of blank 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 sports titles, video game titles, whatever, they're shoving it. They're shoving it right up their asses because they are lying to everybody. Because this game is garbage. So if the number stays at 26 sports, whatever of the year, ever, all time, it better stay that way because there's no way this deserves anything except maybe worst hockey game ever invented ever. Which I had previously slated as NHL 2K3 because I had that game when I wanted NHL 03. Speaking of NHL 03, that didn't have fantasy draft in GM mode. Or was it 03? I forget what it was. 03 or 04. Didn't have fantasy draft in GM mode. And now, 10 years later, we're back to that. That's how much of a downgrade this is. We're going 10 years backwards. And quite frankly, I hate myself with the fact that I'm buying this game. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. Like, the reason I have Madden, which had a series start earlier today, is because I know I'm not going to be doing Be a Pro. So I'm like, a slot opened up for a series, and I'm like, I'll do Madden. Because there's no way I can justify doing Be a pro. There's just no way. It's not worth my time. It's not worth your time. It really isn't. It's just awful. Empty net.
All right, he's going to the bench. Roll the dice.
Lay him out.
It's risky business here, especially when
Risky business. How are you? I gotta. Whoa, what? Freaking Kopitar poked it away. I mean, I will say this about the game. It looks good. Like, it's fun to play hockey games. However, when you're in the demo and you don't see the fact that there's only 3 game modes, is it worth $60? Hell no. Am I going to be paying $60? Sadly, yes. Should you pay $60? Hell no. Do not buy this game. Just don't do it. Can you? And I can almost guarantee you, I'm never going to get anything ever again from EA. Granted, I've never gotten anything from EA, because who the hell am I to EA? I'm nothing. But I will make my voice heard. I will rant and tell EA to go fuck themselves with this game. And I will leave you that with a have a nice day. Peace.
So that is it for this one. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. For Eddie and Ray, Doc saying good night all.